At 6, I'm Lauren Lemanchek alongside Jason Hackett, and we've been talking about our fair favorites all day.
During the commercial break, the last commercial break, we were debating cheese curds and what you dip them in. Do you dip them in ranch? Do you dip them in ketchup? Barbecue sauce? So those debates are going to obviously continue here as we go into fair season.
Yes, everyone's got their favorites. And also, John, the weather does make a difference. I mean, people are gonna go no matter what.
You are right. It
but
does.
if it's nice out, it's even better.
Right. If it's sweltering hot, the attendance numbers will come down, right? So right now, actually, we should do a long-range forecast. I'll pull out a long-range forecast. I don't have it geared up here, but maybe in 8 minutes. I do expect it to cool down, at least at the start of the fair here, because our sweltering heat is actually coming this weekend. So timing it out may be okay. 68 degrees here this morning. It is an absolute beautiful day. The sunrise is amazing. Actually, if you get the sunrise this morning and you want to send it to me at my Facebook page, I'll put it on the show. If it's good, of course. So we're watching the weakening area of storms come in. This is maybe a sign to come. We're not seeing a whole lot of rain. This one out here in the Dakotas, at least near Sioux Falls, is going to try to come into the Twin Cities this afternoon. It will give us a chance. Not a guarantee, but a chance of rain in the afternoon hours, maybe a little bit more cloud cover. Highs around 80 and southeast winds at 10 to 15, so slight breeze as well. Not a bad day. We'll pick up rain chances into the weekend. We'll track it, and we'll take a look at that State Fair forecast, too. Cece?
Good morning. While John was talking, a stalled vehicle situation just cleared on Highway 13 southbound, right at Cliff. Here, tow truck got that situation out of the way because the left lane was closed as you made your way out of Eagan toward 35W. Now traffic's moving smoothly. That was really the only notification I had about any disturbances around the metro. So now we're crash free, stall vehicle free, and slow down free at this point. I have been going through different projects that are happening throughout the metro today and into the weekend. So definitely stick around for those projects and detours. Jason.
And I know there's quite a few. Cece, thank you very much. We'll talk to you soon. The countdown is on, everyone. In just one short week, the Great Minnesota Get Together will begin.
That's right. And as the excitement builds, the fair is getting ready to welcome the nearly 2 million or so people who will attend over the 12-day run. Michelle Beck's live from the fairgrounds this morning with a look at what you can expect this year.
Well, hey, good morning. I'm going to tell you about everything that is new, or many things that are new, and there is certainly a lot to keep track of. And so right now is a really good time to download or maybe even re-download your official Minnesota State Fair app. We got to talk about this since this is why so many of you come to the fair. There are 33 new foods this year, bringing the total count across the fairgrounds to 1,600 menu items. Ones that caught my eye include pimento cheese puffs, a croissant pressed in a waffle iron, and nachos reimagined with cannoli chips and gelato to top it all off. Now I'm also counting 8 new vendors dedicated to fresh beignets, Filipino snacks, and Dubai chocolate-covered strawberries. And as far as attractions, there is one called the Thunderbird. It'll take you 180 feet off the ground, making it the tallest portable swing in North America. Now, guys, I also want to highlight some new accessibility features as well. There are more ramps, more audio descriptions for art exhibits, as well as an expanded ASL program. So Jason and Lauren, certainly a lot to watch for this year.
Yeah, every year you go to the fair, at least since I've been here, 3 years, there's something new every year. It keeps everything fresh and exciting, especially the food. Cannot wait for that aspect of it.
Yeah, it's always good to see the new stuff added to the favorites. Michelle, thanks. We'll check back with you.
So if you're heading to the fair, don't forget to stop over at the Care Barn. There's a lot in store for you there this year. Just remember we're located at the corner of Judson and Nelson.
Well, happening right now, Air Canada is starting to cancel several flights, and a full shutdown could happen as soon as this weekend as flight attendants prepare to go on a possible strike Saturday. Right now, contract talks are stalled over pay. The union representing the 10,000 flight attendants says Air Canada's offer does not keep pace with inflation. If the strike happens, 130,000 passengers could be impacted daily, and the airline will lose hundreds of millions of dollars. The airline says canceling flights over the next few days is the best way to minimize pain for customers. Now, we did check MSP just minutes ago. It looks like flights to Canada from MSP are going on according to schedule.
Well, time now 6:05. We have a disturbing development this morning in a story we've been following for more than a year.
A second teacher now at a Hudson Elementary School has been charged with making inappropriate contact with a student. Audrey Russo joins us now live from the newsroom with more details. Audrey?
Jason, Lauren, yeah, I spent the past few hours combing through the documents. Abigail Faust resigned from her job at Rivercrest Elementary last year. At the time, Faust was accused of failing to report an alleged relationship between a fifth grader and fellow teacher Madison Bergman, who also resigned. Court documents now show police believe Faust herself was also having an inappropriate relationship with a different fifth grader. KARE 11 got a hold of the criminal complaint last night. It suggests investigators uncovered Faust's relationship through Bergman's text messages, interviews with students, and the fifth grade student in question. Now, in the complaint, that student, now 12 years old, told a Hudson police detective Faust pushed him up against a wall and kissed him on the cheek. He stated that it made him feel uncomfortable and scared. The complaint goes on to say, quote, he stated that he never wants to see her again. Now, we reached out to Hudson school district leaders who tell us, in part, we recognize that trust is essential in our school community, and we remain committed to providing a safe learning environment for every student. Now, neither teacher is in custody. Bergman is awaiting trial. Coming up, I'll have more on what the district says it's doing to protect its students. But for now, I'll send things back to you.
Very disturbing new details there. Audrey, thank you. This morning, the woman arrested while protesting the federal raids in Minneapolis in June is expected to face a judge. Isabel Lopez is charged with assaulting a sheriff's deputy and federal officers while federal agents were executing search warrants. The crowd thinking it was immigration raids. Supporters for Lopez have demonstrated outside of the jail and courthouse since her arrest. She's out of custody until her trial, which has not been scheduled.
New details this morning on breaking news. We first brought you on Sunrise yesterday morning. A young child is recovering after police say he found a gun and accidentally shot himself. Police were called to a home in Brooklyn Center near the intersection of Indiana Avenue North and Winchester Lane around 1 yesterday morning. Police say the bullet grazed the boy's head and he is expected to be okay. Police arrested a man in connection to the shooting, but he has not yet been charged.
Today, the Minneapolis City Council will discuss Mayor Jacob Frey's 2026 budget address, estimated to be $2 billion and include a nearly 8% property tax increase. The city says this would increase property taxes for the median home value homeowner in Minneapolis by $240 a year. Mayor Frey says the tax increase is necessary to maintain core city services, and the declining value of large office buildings has had a big impact on the city's revenue. The city council must pass the $2 billion budget by the new year.
Hockey season is just around the corner, believe it or not. Starting at 2 this afternoon, Minnesota Wild single game tickets go on sale. The first home game during the preseason will be September 25th. The home opener versus the Columbus Blue Jackets is October 11th at the newly named Grand Casino Arena. New name for the X this year. People are going to have to get used to that. But as you were talking, you still have to go to a Wild game.
I still have not been. I have been to a hockey. I went to a Florida Panther game about a decade ago, and it was against the Boston Bruins. And I remember it just being the most exciting thing I've ever seen, and I had no idea what was happening out there on the ice, but
yeah,
it was crazy.
In-person hockey energy is so incredible.
So different. So I have to make it out to a Wild game this year. I promise. In fact, it's on television, so that means I have to do it. I will be going to a Wild game this season. You can mark it, everyone.